October 26, 2024, 2 o'clock in the morning. Tehran, Iran. Air raid sirens pierce the night. Over 100 Israeli aircraft are inbound, flying 2,000 kilometers, carrying hundreds of precision missiles. Iran's prized Russian S-300 air defense systems power up 4 batteries, strategically positioned, protecting the capital and nuclear sites, designed specifically to stop stealth fighters. Within hours, all 4 S-300 batteries are destroyed, every single one. Not one Israeli jet lost. Russia's most advanced export air defense system just got humiliated. Here's what happened. Israel's F-35I Adir stealth fighters led the largest air operation against Iran in modern history. They didn't just evade the S-300 systems, they obliterated them. Satellite imagery confirmed the destruction. Radar dishes shattered, launch vehicles burning. This wasn't theory, this was real combat. American 5th-generation stealth technology versus Russia's best air defenses, and it wasn't even close. If you want to see how modern warfare really works, type YES in the comments. Operation Days of Repentance. That's what Israel called it. The mission was retaliation for Iran's October 1st ballistic missile attack. Iran had launched 200 missiles at Israel, hit the Nevatim air base where F-35s are stationed, damaged hangars and runways. Iran celebrated. Big mistake. Israel spent 3 weeks planning the response. Intelligence gathered over months. Satellite reconnaissance. Human sources inside Iran. They mapped every S-300 battery, every radar station, every command center. They knew exact coordinates, exact capabilities, exact vulnerabilities. Over 100 aircraft participated. F-35I Adir stealth fighters led the assault. F-15I Strike Eagles followed with heavy payloads. F-16I Sufa fighters provided support. The operation involved 3 waves. First wave targeted air defenses. Second wave hit missile production facilities. Third wave struck command centers. The F-35s went in first. Their job? Destroy the S-300 systems so other aircraft could operate safely. Reports indicate some F-35s actually entered Iranian airspace, flew over Tehran itself, used their stealth to avoid detection until the last moment. By the time Iranian operators realized what was happening, missiles were already inbound. Israeli pilots used air-launched ballistic missiles and extended-range precision munitions. Standoff weapons fired from over 100 miles away. The S-300 batteries never stood a chance. Within the first hour, all 4 were offline. Radars destroyed, launchers disabled. Iran's primary air defense network was gone. By dawn, Israel had struck over 20 military targets across Iran. 4 Iranian soldiers killed. Massive infrastructure damage. 0 Israeli losses. Before we go deeper, take a second to hit that like button and subscribe. Over 98% of people watch without subscribing, and it helps us bring you more content like this. Let's talk about the S-300. Russia sells it as one of the world's premier air defense systems. It's designed to track and engage multiple targets simultaneously. Aircraft, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles. The system uses powerful radar, long-range missiles, sophisticated tracking. On paper, it should be able to detect stealth aircraft. The Irbis E radar can supposedly track targets with a radar cross-section of 1 square meter at distances up to 300 kilometers. The F-35 has a radar cross-section much smaller than that. Estimates put it around 0.005 square meters. That's roughly the size of a golf ball on radar. But detecting something and shooting it down are 2 different things. The S-300 might get occasional radar returns from an F-35, brief flickers, uncertain contacts, not enough for a solid track, not enough for a missile lock, especially when the F-35 is using electronic warfare, jamming, spoofing, creating false targets, confusing the radar picture. Israeli F-35s are even more capable than standard models. Israel is the only country allowed to modify their F-35s with indigenous systems. They added their own electronic warfare suite, their own sensors, their own jamming equipment, weapons integration that no other F-35 operator has. The United States normally doesn't allow modifications to the F-35. It's a standardized platform. Everyone gets the same jet. But Israel is different. They've been operating in hostile airspace for decades. They know what works. They know what doesn't. The US gave them special permission because Israeli combat experience is valuable. When Israeli F-35s encounter threats, they learn, they adapt. Those lessons feed back into the broader F-35 program. So when Israeli F-35s approached those S-300 batteries, they had every advantage. Stealth reduced detection range dramatically. Electronic warfare degraded radar performance. Precise intelligence told them exactly where to strike. Advanced weapons allowed engagement from safe distances. The S-300 operators were fighting blind. By the time they realized F-35s were in the area, missiles were already impacting their positions. Iran tried to downplay the damage. Government officials claimed limited impact, said air defenses performed well. But satellite imagery doesn't lie. Commercial satellites captured before and after photos. The S-300 sites showed obvious destruction, craters, debris, damaged equipment. Western intelligence confirmed all 4 batteries were destroyed. U.S. officials told the Wall Street Journal that Iran's entire S-300 inventory was now offline. The system Iran spent $800 million to acquire. The system that took years to deliver because of international sanctions, gone in one night. This is a disaster for Russian arms sales. The S-300 is a major export product. Dozens of countries operate it: Syria, Venezuela, China, Belarus. Russia has been promoting it as capable of defending against Western stealth aircraft. That sales pitch just got demolished. If the S-300 can't stop the F-35, what good is it? Russia's newer S-400 system is supposed to be better, more advanced radar, longer range missiles, but it's based on the same fundamental technology as the S-300. If the F-35 can defeat the S-300 this convincingly, the S-400 is probably vulnerable too. Russia claims the S-400 can detect stealth aircraft. They've never proven it in combat. Israel just proved the opposite. The implications go beyond air defense. Russia has been positioning itself as a military superpower, but those weapons keep failing in real combat. Russian tanks destroyed in Ukraine, Russian aircraft shot down, Russian missiles intercepted, now Russian air defenses defeated by Israeli jets. Russian equipment looks impressive in demonstrations. It performs poorly in actual war. China is watching closely. They operate S-300 and S-400 systems. They also developed their own versions based on Russian technology. If those systems can't stop the F-35, China has a problem. Japan has F-35s. South Korea has F-35s. Australia has F-35s. All around China's periphery, F-35s are multiplying, and Chinese air defenses might not be able to stop them. Our men and women in uniform deserve credit here. American engineers designed the F-35. American taxpayers funded it. Despite all the program's problems, the basic concept works. Stealth matters. Sensor fusion matters. Electronic warfare matters. When properly employed, the F-35 can penetrate advanced air defenses and strike high-value targets. Israel's operation demonstrated something crucial. Modern air defense systems are vulnerable, even sophisticated ones. The days of impenetrable air defense are over. Stealth technology has shifted the balance. This has major implications for future conflicts. Iran is now essentially defenseless against Israeli airstrikes. Without the S-300 systems, they have no long-range air defense. Israel could strike Iranian nuclear facilities, oil infrastructure, military bases, and Iran couldn't stop them. That's a game changer for Middle East security. Russia is trying to help. Reports suggest they might supply Iran with S-400 systems, but would those fare any better? The fundamental problem isn't the specific system, it's the technology mismatch. Radar-based air defense versus stealth aircraft. The stealth aircraft has too many advantages. Other countries are taking notice. NATO members are buying more F-35s. Germany ordered 35, Poland ordered 32, Romania ordered 32. They've seen what the F-35 can do. They've seen what happened to the S-300. They want that capability. Meanwhile, countries relying on Russian air defenses are worried. Syria operates S-300Es. Israel has struck Syrian targets repeatedly. The S-300s haven't stopped them. Turkey bought S-400s and got kicked out of the F-35's program. Now they're wondering if they made the right choice. The lesson is clear. In modern warfare, stealth wins. The F-35 isn't perfect. It has problems, delays, cost overruns. But when it comes to penetrating air defenses and striking targets, nothing else comes close. The Israeli operation proved that beyond any doubt. October 26, 2024 will be remembered. The night stealth technology proved its worth against the best Russia had to offer. 4 S-300 batteries destroyed, 20 military targets struck, 0 Israeli losses. The F-35 did exactly what it was designed to do: penetrate sophisticated defenses, strike high-value targets, return home safely. Russia's air defense systems work fine against conventional aircraft, but against fifth-generation stealth fighters? Not so much. That's a problem Russia can't solve with software updates. It's a fundamental technology gap, and it's getting wider. If this opened your eyes to modern air warfare, hit that like button. Subscribe for more military analysis. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Thanks for watching.